today we here with great veteran bass player Gary Kriel. Uncle Gary, can you tell us about your upbringing, your musical experience? How did it happen for you? What was the story there?
Well, we were living in the family,
Oh.
6 brothers and 5 sisters.
Mm.
And of course I ended up in the Maitland Cottage home in Maitland at the age of 6,
Oh.
I think so, yeah. And there I met some good musicians like Harold Shafter, that's still going, and Jimmy Adams used to come and play with us, and we had Mr. Van Aswegen, that taught us to play the bamboo pipes.
Okay.
And yeah, we started the band, and it grew, and then every year the mayor of Cape Town would come and visit the home and bring presents and stuff like that.
Mm.
And my first guitar I got from was the Sonnenberg, which was the, I can't remember the year.
Yeah.
And then I was released at the age of 10, and I wore a race boot. And then I started playing in a langarm band. We had accordion.
Wow.
And it went on from there, and I was discharged. I had an operation on my hip at the age of 16. And then played with this band and that band. And my first langarm band I played was Stan Lombard.
Stan Lombard.
Yeah.
Okay.
We played all the, what do you call it, the great occasions, played in the city hall and stuff like that.
Wow.
And graduated as a guitarist. And from there, my favorite guitarist I like is Chet Atkins.
Chet Atkins, okay.
Which I had the opportunity to play with in the 1960s at the Princess Theatre, the Retreat. Yeah. And then I was recruited for the Catacombs, the nightclub. They had played with Willie van Bloemenstein, Cecil May, Johnny Shannon, and myself on guitar. And then I was recruited by the Golden City Dixies, which I toured with. Zane Adams, Davy Westman, Jonathan Butler was about 6 years old, and his brother Danny, and his sister Sandra. They were dancers becoming singers. And after that, I was recruited by Percy Sledge.
Wow.
To do a film with him in Swaziland. And then in 1968, I did a film with in Swaziland with Percy Sledge. And then we met all the great stars that came to Swaziland, but not South Africa because of the apartheid.
Yeah.
And I played backup with Cheryl Horn with the Roy Peterson trio, which I played with. And coming back in 1982, because I was touring all around the places. Came back in 1982, back to South Africa, and I started a band. I got Tony Shoulder, the Grief from Room side. And I told Tony, no, you take the band in your name, they don't know me. They know the shoulders.
Yeah.
So we played, and the rest was history.
Wow, wow.
Then I played in the Dixieland band, which took me to. But before that, I was on the Oceanus with Tony Shoulders, and it went down in 1991.
So you were on the boat?
Going down there.
Ooh, and how did you get over there?
Now, I was thrown in the water to stabilize the lifeboat, and then
So is this where you lost your bass? Did you?
no, I lost my jazz master bass here.
Oh.
But my Hofner, I gave it to my wife the Wednesday before the boat went down.
Yo.
And playing that's the only bass I could afford. My Beatle bass. I won't mention a name. The guy says to me, when you gonna get a decent bass? So I said, I'll get a decent bass when I can play decently. And the rest is history.
Yeah.
Later a few recordings with Abdullah Ibrahim, of course Tony Shoulder, and in 1995 I went to America with the Dixieland band. But I'm just a bass player.
Uncle Gary, can you tell me why you chose the bass guitar? What is the story there? What drew you to the lower notes? What is the story?
No, what happened? I was forced. It was an emergency. I played with Roy Peterson in Durban, and then the bass player just didn't pitch up.
Wow.
So I had to play bass as a double bass. And so Roy said, no, we keep you on bass. And that's how we went to Swaziland.
Okay.
Roy Peterson trio. But I enjoy playing bass. You know, it's I think a bass player controls a band. It's just a tempo and he keeps it there. And that's the foundation of the band. And that was my quote. And I always pray that I play the right note. The right time.
Okay, can you tell us about this, the memoirs of jazz musician, the Gary Kriel story? You said that your daughter made this. This is beautiful. I looked through this and yeah, it's beautiful. Can you tell us about this, please?
Well, I didn't even know.
Mm.
She gave me an 80th birthday party, and at the end of the evening, she said, "This is for you."
Wow, this is beautiful. Like the album, it's just, yeah, this is just fantastic. This is just fantastic. If I scroll through here, like, yeah. This is your Hofner bass, right?
Yeah, I
Wow.
still got it. She's got it there at her place in Pretoria.
Oh, your daughter made this, right?
Yeah,
Oh, this is beautiful.
but that was the bass player that left the group that
Oh, okay.
But I'm grateful and thankful with the great musicians, man.
Mm-mm.
And from him, no matter how weak you are, I learned something.
Mm.
You know, from the way you play, and that's to me, it's just to keep the band together
Yeah.
and have a good sound.
Do you have any advice for musicians out there, for bass players and other musicians?
Well, first of all, you are only a servant, and you must provide them what they want. If they want no matter with the up on the pergo, you play it because they pay you.
Yeah, yeah.
And then you have respect for yourself, respect for your music, and respect for your fellow man.
Yeah.
And always give a good advice. Not to the simplest way to play a bass. And
Yeah.
like one German guy, I was recommended to him, and he said to me, "Can you play with me?" I said, "Yeah." He said, "I got the music." He says to I said, "I don't read music, but I got big ears." He said, "You're a freak." I told me what you want. The night of the gig, the lady took the wrong key, and I shouted the chords to him.
To him? Oh, okay.
So he said, "You are a freak."
Oh.
That's just my way of playing. They mustn't say the band is playing bad. I try to keep the band up. I give 100%. And it worked for me, so it still works for the youngsters.
Yeah.
Got a lot of good musicians here, but they're not recognized. You must first go overseas before they recognize you here. Like when I went overseas with the Dixieland band, one black guy came, "How does it feel to play with white musicians?"
Wow.
So I said, "No, I'm not playing with white musicians, they're playing with me."
Yeah, yeah.
So you know, you go through, especially coming from South Africa. And what you say when I got to, I don't know how I knew was Chico Rio welcoming to the United States.
I saw that picture here, the Chicoria. So you performed with Chicoria. There we go.
In Welcome Estate.
Scruples.
Scruples. And Chico Rio came there and I was his band there.
Ah.
And I was playing with Tony, and then I asked Chico if he will do something. So I said, "Yeah, I'd like to play with your bass player."
Wow.
But he gave me a good reference. This is what's the drummer now? Cecil Ricker.
Wow.
He once told me, "Gary, you might not be the greatest bass player, but at least you can lay it down." And that's good enough.
Yeah.
I can't complain. I played with good musicians and played with bad musicians, but they all contributed to my success as a bass player.
Yeah.
But you know, it's just being a good bass player. There's good musicians from South Africa that's not been recognized.
Yeah.
And especially in your own country, they don't recognize. Well, there's one incident where I played guitar, and my spot was playing the dance of Zober the Greek. And this happened in the Durban City Hall. And there was just me in the spotlight. The whole place is in darkness. And the only fear is when I start playing and the strings should break, then I got problems, you know. And I went da 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 da, and then I know down on my way. Da 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 da. And when the end of the piece, I was standing ovation.
Wow.
And as a bar of my belt strap and my best strap to my and I was playing a good to his clothes, say clothes, with it open, close and open.
Okay. Yeah.
And then that time I do play so again.
Thank you so much for allowing me into your space here. Thank you for telling me your story, and I'm sure that your story will inspire youngsters and bass players all over the world, and the fact that they can actually hear you and hear your story. Thank you for liking and sharing this video with your fellow bass community. Please follow From the Cape with Bass on Facebook, Instagram and YouTube. Thank you so much.